Well, hello there. I hope everything is going nicely in your world. We are having a little stormy weather over here. So just wanted to get on here a little bit early and make sure that everything was working. I'm looking here to see if you can hear me and everything. Looking on my phone here. I don't see any messages or anything that are saying that we cannot be heard. Well, actually, it says nobody's on there yet. So let's give it a few more seconds for the delay and to tell everybody that we are live. Well, it says it's 6:01 and I am going to go ahead and start. Well, here we are at Valentine's and you're still single. Why? And typically somebody who comes at you that way, they're going to come at you with attitude. But nope, I'm not coming with attitude. I have solutions. So be sure that you stick around so that you can hear not only the solutions that I'm going to share with you, but I'm going to give you some activities that will make your Valentine's 2024 memorable, whether you have a special Valentine or you're still single. Lovebirds, welcome to Ask the Loveologist. Yes, I'm April, the Loveologist. I'm a certified matchmaker, a certified love coach, and the president and CEO at Authentic Love, where interracial relationships are our number one priority. So before we dig in, go ahead and share this with a friend, like, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow if you're on Facebook or LinkedIn. So let me look over here and be sure that you can hear me and everything. Okay, so there must be a real big delay today because we have a storm over here. All right. So, like I said, before we really dig in here, go ahead and share, like, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow if you're on Facebook or LinkedIn. Again, our topic is when you are single on Valentine's. And my question is the same. Why? Why are you single on Valentine's? Could it be that you're just a busy professional and you feel like you just don't have time or won't be able to really focus on what you need to do when it comes to dating? I know maybe you've tried the online dating. Maybe you have gone out to different workshops and conferences that are for singles. Maybe you've even tried the singles ministry at your church. But for some reason, these things aren't working for you. And the things they're telling you to do, you just feel like you really don't have time to do. So here's my solution for that. You would need some one on one professional guidance and an accountability partner. So be sure that you reserve your spot on my calendar for your colorful connection strategy session, and we can get those things ironed out for you. Now, could it possibly be that you're still single and it's Valentine's? Because actually, deep down, you really, really would like to have that special someone, that Valentine, but you're just a little bit afraid to put yourself out there. So, a solution to that would be this. Check out my video titled What It Really Means to Work on Yourself. There are so many suggestions in there of things for you to do to help you prepare for dating. And you can find that video on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. But the title of it is What It Really Means to Work on Yourself. And then once you've done that, you want to make sure that, again, you hop on my calendar and reserve your spot for that colorful connection strategy session so we can work out what we need to get ironed out so we can get you out there. Because I'm going to tell you, it's kind of hard for Mr. Right to find you if you're not putting yourself out there. Now, again, why are you single and it's about time for Valentine's? Could it be that you're stuck in that repeated pattern of dating that same old undesired type of person over and over again? I call it a vicious cycle. At least that's what they told us about it in economics class when I was in high school. But could that possibly be why you are single and we're right here at Valentine's? Because you continue to date the same type of undesired person over and over again? Here's your solution. Grab yourself a journal, write down the names of the last 5 people you dated. To the side of their names, write what happened that caused that relationship to end. Do you see a pattern there? Once you've got that done, we've got something solid we can work with. Be sure that you also get on my calendar and reserve that spot for that colorful connection strategy session so I can assist you in attracting that qualified, high-value person that you desire and that you've been desiring for quite a while. Because I know if you're in that type of cycle, it can be really challenging to break that. So I'm here to help you with that. So again, if you're still single and we're right here before Valentine's, consider some of those reasons that I shared, and then go ahead and reserve your spot on my calendar. So you're wondering, how do I do that? Well, if you look in the chat, at the top of the chat, there should be a link there that says Colorful Connection Strategy Session, and you can actually schedule your time there. So I'm going to take a break here. I'm having a little sinus challenge because, like I said, it's raining. And get me some water and look in the comments and see if you have some questions or comments. Well, at this point, I don't see any questions or comments. And again, let me remind you, this is Ask the LOVEologist. So if you have questions about today's topics, or you have just questions about dating or interracial dating, period, go ahead and put those in the comments. I try to get to all the questions before we end the broadcast. And if you have something that I feel is a big deal and we may need to make a video, or maybe it's something that you have a question about and it's something that's could be potentially private, we'll make sure that you get your answers. So yes, go ahead and put those in the comments. Now, I know there are many of you out there that say that you are single and satisfied. And you may just simply be single and just wanting to know about some fun things that you can do over this week of Valentine's, just so that you can say that you've had a wonderful and fun Valentine's week. So I'm going to share with you a few things that you can do. One thing I know is that for women, a lot of times it can be quite challenging when you're in an office where people are just getting bouquets of flowers and they're coming in all these different colors. You got yellow, you got white, you got red, you got your pink. And then they're getting candy along with that. People are coming to the job and they're taking these ladies out for lunch and all this kind of stuff. So sometimes that can be a little challenging and it kind of makes you feel maybe a little left out. But hey, Something you can do if you just really want to do something is plan ahead. Order yourself a Valentine's basket or some kind of Valentine's gift and have it delivered to your office so you don't have to feel left out. Because just because you don't have a special someone doesn't mean you can't enjoy some of the wonderful things that are out there to help celebrate Valentine's Day. Another thing you can do so that you can have a fun Valentine's is host a party with several people who are actually desiring to be in an interracial relationship. When you host this party, here's a couple of games that you can play that'll be a lot of fun. This first one is called Heart to Heart. And what you want to do is make sure that you get yourself some heart-shaped balloons. If you can't find heart-shaped balloons, then go ahead and just get some regular shaped balloons, but you might want to get a variety of colors, maybe red, gold, purple, pink, stuff like that. But you're going to need some balloons. And another thing that you're going to need is you're going to need some kind of container, maybe something like a laundry basket or like an office trash can, something, big enough for the balloons to fit in and not so small that if you put a balloon in it, it pop out. But yeah, you want to have something to put those in. And when your guests come, you want to divide them up or let them just simply pair up. And the way the game is played is like this. As a couple, they would have to move the balloon from this side of the room to this side of the room, but they cannot touch the balloon with their hands, and the balloon cannot touch the floor. So as they're trying to move this balloon, if they touch it with their hands or it touches the floor, they actually have to start over. So you can choose one of two ways you'd like to do this. You can either time them and see how long it takes them to get the balloon from one side of the room over to the other side of the room and into the container. And what's going to really make it fun is that as they're trying to get the balloon into the container, it may not even go in for them and it could land on the floor and they would have to start over. That is going to make it a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. Another thing you can do is you can have like 2 or 3 or 4, 5 if you got enough space, couples all lined up on one side of the room. Excuse me. Again, like I said, my sinuses are not cooperating today. So you can have the couples line up on one side of the room and you can say go, and they all have to get their balloon over to the basket that's in front of them. So that's probably going to be a lot of fun as well. I know some people, when they're doing couples games, they like to play the game Twister. And if you've never played that before, that is a lot of fun as well. Another thing you can do is you can host a dinner party. And this, you might want to grab a pen and paper and take a little notes on this one. Okay, you can host a dinner party, have approximately 20 people, but the main thing here is to have an even number of people as guests. Now, I'm using 20 because that's a good way to explain this. You have 20 people, you don't want to divide them up into 4 groups. But what you want to do is you also want to have the paper that you send your invitations out on certain colors. So you can have paper that's red, paper that's pink, paper that's white, and paper that's purple. You're going to send your invitations out on. On the invitation, you're going to ask them to either wear all red if you're sending them a red invitation, or all pink if they're getting the pink invitation, and then the white and the purple, you do the same. But what you're going to do is you're going to send the red and the pink invitations to the ladies, and you're going to ask them to bring a gift for a guy. You also want to give some type of budget on this. And you want to let them know we're not doing gag gifts. We're going to have fun. So, and then the white and the purple you're going to send to the men, okay? And tell them to bring a gift for a lady. So, and you're going to ask them to also wear white, the ones that you're sending the white to, and the ones that you're sending the purple to, you're going to ask them to wear all purple. Okay. So when they all arrive at this party, one of the things they're going to notice is that everybody's in these 4 colors. That's going to make it a bit interesting as well. And so you have a dinner party and you've got people there. You'll do some icebreakers and then you'll have dinner. So here's the deal. You go through dinner, you have your appetizer, your drinks, then you have your main course. Well, instead of serving dessert, serve the gifts. And so you will know which color gift to give to which color person. So it'd be very nice for you to even put the gifts like that are all the same color in a basket and just go and like the waiter or waitress would do and stand beside the person and put that basket out there in front of them and let them just pick a gift out of there. And then when everybody has their gift, you can just open up the gifts and everybody can enjoy their gifts, and that'll help them even have more time to meet each other and find out more things about each other. And everyone goes home with a Valentine's gift. So far, what you think about some of these little parties here? I don't see anything over here in the comments, but I'll keep watching. Now, here's another thing that you can do so that you can have a very memorable Valentine's 2024. And by the way, there are so many things that you can do. I just wanted to do a few, and I don't want to be very long because, like I said, my sinuses are acting up over here. But here's another one that I know would be a lot of fun because I myself have gone to this place. Invite your crew or your group of friends to come and meet you at Dave and Buster's. And one of the reasons why I'm saying Dave and Buster's, first of all, like I said, I have been there and really enjoyed the place, and they have wonderful food. But Dave and Buster's actually has 156 locations throughout the United States, 2 in Puerto Rico and 2 in Canada. They also are a full service restaurant. They have a full bar, and for all of you who are concerned about having fun with a lot of people, they have a video arcade. So this helps take the pressure off. People can have fun together. You can go to the bar, get drinks, or you can order drinks with your meal. You can go play games, or you can just sit there at the table. But this Dave and Buster's is a very versatile type place to go and have fun and to meet people. So like I said, I just wanted to give you a few little ideas because there is actually a lot of different games you can play when you have friends over. There's a lot of different places you can go, a lot of different things that you can do. So I'm going to look over here again and see if there's any more comments or questions. Let me just tell you about this colorful connection strategy session, because the deal is, if you really want to have your forever partner, your special someone, your Valentine, or better yet, you don't want to face Valentine's 2025 single again, you definitely want to reserve your spot on my calendar and get that colorful connection strategy session. So let me tell you about this strategy session. We will actually talk for a few minutes and we're going to discover what may be keeping you single. We're also going to map out a strategy. When you leave this session with me, you're going to be feeling confident knowing what your next step is. So be sure that you look in here in the comments and see where it says colorful connection session strategy session, and go ahead and tap on that and excuse me, reserve your spot. We also have it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. One of the things about having this strategy session with me that I feel is very, very important is that as a professional love coach and matchmaker, I am going to be able to identify some things that you may have never thought about. And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the benefits of working with someone, or shall I say, working with a professional one-on-one. They will see things from a whole different angle than you do. And they'll be able to point out things that you just never thought of. They're going to be able to point out things that your friends have not been able to share with you or that they don't even know about. And the reason is because as a professional, I have been trained. I know many, many more stories than you or your friends. So that helps me be able to help you and guide you to your forever partner. Well, I'm going to look over here again and see if there's more comments or questions. I see that there are a few people out there, but I didn't see you put anything in the comments. So if you could just type in your name or something out there. I do want to tell you that I do appreciate you joining us on this call. We'll be right back here next Monday evening at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And also, as we begin to move into the month of March, you want to make sure that whatever platform you are on, that you are looking to see what I may have posted there, because in March, we have several new things that we are going to be doing for you that are going to help you connect with your forever partner so that you're not facing 2025 Valentine's Day as a single person. So yes, we have several things in the works that we have not yet announced, but you want to make sure that you don't miss a drop. Well, that's all I have for you today. I didn't want to be long again. I didn't want to be my throat doing weird things, but anyway, thank you for joining. Be sure you share this out if you didn't already. I'm April, the LOVEologist. I'm a certified matchmaker, certified love coach, and the president and CEO at Authentic Love, where interracial relationships are my number one priority. I'm looking forward to seeing you, or shall I say at least your name, on my calendar, where you have reserved your spot for that colorful connection strategy session. Bye-bye now.